15 shocking celebrity Ozempic catastrophes that went way too far. Then and now, 2025. How many celebrities do you know who've taken Ozempic, and how many of them ended up regretting it, or at least admitting it went too far? In Hollywood and beyond, the pressure to stay slim and Instagram perfect is pushing stars to try quick solutions. What starts as a harmless injection can spiral into drastic transformations, and sometimes serious regrets. Today we get into 15 shocking then and now stories of celebrities who got caught up in the Ozempic craze and how chasing that thin ideal changed more than just their looks. Lizzo. Singer Lizzo recently said she tried everything, including Ozempic and other GLP-1 weight loss injections, until she realized that was not what actually worked for her. On the Just Trish podcast, she said, "Though Ozempic works because you eat less food, what ultimately helped was returning to whole foods and a more sustainable approach, calories in versus calories out." Lizzo said that while she'd followed a vegan diet before, she relied a lot on processed fake meats, bread, and rice, and ended up eating thousands of calories to stay full. When she reintroduced meat, fish, and other whole foods into her diet, she felt fuller on fewer calories, which helped her to lose fat. She emphasized that for her, transformation was about mindset, diet, and healthy habits, and less about injections. Mind over matter. Now, let's move to someone whose transformation sparked non-stop rumors. Kelly Osbourne. Kelly Osbourne had long been speculated to have used Ozempic, but recently set the record straight. In 2024, she affirmed she never took Ozempic for weight loss, but instead she said that her dramatic weight loss, about 85 lbs, was from cutting down on sugar and carbohydrates, combined with body sculpting treatments, no surgery. Still, Kelly has spoken of Ozempic in positive ways, not as a personal tool, but more as something she thinks can help others if used correctly. She said that others shouldn't judge people using it. If you need to lose some weight, who cares how you're doing it as long as you're doing it in a healthy way? Now let's move to someone who didn't even realize she was taking Ozempic. Chelsea Handler. Comedian Chelsea Handler offers a very different story. She said she was prescribed a GLP-1 drug by an anti-aging doctor, though she said she didn't quite realize she was being given Ozempic, or its generic semaglutide. She recalled that a friend told her later over lunch, "I'm so nauseous, I'm on Ozempic," and when she checked, she realized she had been using it too. Handler said the drug didn't sit well with her. She felt nauseous and didn't like how it made her feel. She eventually abandoned it, saying it was silly for someone like her. "It's for heavy people," she said. Up next is someone who tried it briefly, then walked away. Emily Simpson. Emily Simpson from The Real Housewives of Orange County revealed she tried Ozempic for a short time, about a month in December 2022. She said the drug helped kickstart her weight loss journey by reducing cravings and making her more aware of her eating habits. However, she also said it made her feel lethargic and low on energy, especially hard with kids, so she stopped taking it and now credits diet and gym workouts for her new shape. But not everyone experienced the same as Emily, though. Some did find Ozempic helpful initially, and here's our next example. Tracy Morgan. Comedian Tracy Morgan once said that Ozempic actually helped him, at least at first. In 2023, he revealed he had started taking Ozempic and joked it cuts my appetite in half. On a talk show, he joked that he was now eating half a bag of Doritos instead of a whole bag, a sign that the appetite suppression was working for him. But then, things didn't remain as straightforward. A few months later, he told a late-night show that he had learned to out-eat Ozempic, indicating that despite the medicine, he gained weight. Up next is a reality TV personality whose Ozempic experiment didn't go as planned. Patti Stanger. Patti Stanger, known from reality TV and dating shows, said on her podcast she tried Ozempic, semaglutide, when she wanted to lose weight. The experience wasn't good for her. She got the worst acid reflux and gut discomfort, so she stopped after a few weeks. Her story highlights that for some people, the side effects outweigh the weight loss benefits, and that prescribing such medications doesn't guarantee an easy ride. Now let's move to someone whose Ozempic journey took an even scarier turn. Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne has been one of the more vocal celebrities about her experience with Ozempic. She shared that she gained serious weight loss, about 42 pounds, but later stopped because she felt she had lost too much. She admitted it did hit a point where she was too thin and couldn't put on weight again. Even when she tried, she described how at first the drug made her nauseous and she experienced loss of appetite. She wasn't physically vomiting, but she just didn't want to eat. For this reason, Sharon has warned others, younger people in particular, to be careful. She said things can go too far. It's easy to lose a lot fast, but that doesn't always mean it's healthy. But not everyone trying these drugs had the same outcome, since up next is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey has spoken openly about taking a GLP-1 weight loss medication, the same class of drugs as Ozempic, as a tool in managing her weight, but not a quick fix, part of a broad, long-term health approach. She said she uses it to avoid yo-yo dieting, meaning constant fluctuations in weight derived from restrictive diets or repeated cycles of loss and gain. As she said, this kind of medication quieted food noise, constant cravings, or signals of hunger, which makes it easier to maintain weight, at least after years of ups and downs. Importantly, Oprah has described the choice as being much more than physical. It's about accepting the fact that with weight management, there is involved biology, not just willpower. But even with thoughtful use, the results can still be complicated for some, as with Rebel Wilson. The actress Rebel Wilson has said that during what she called her year of health, she briefly took weight loss medications, including GLP-1s. She said the medication helped her reduce her high craving for sweets, which she had a problem with, but she has not described her experience as some dramatic miracle transformation. Rather, she seems to treat the drug as one small tool among many, balancing mental health, managing stress, and trying to stabilize her weight. These comments reveal that to some individuals, even celebrities, GLP-1 drugs are not about chasing an extreme body image, but more about seeking balance through a complex relationship with food, stress, and scrutiny from the public. Now let's move from Hollywood to reality TV, where this celebrity shared her side of the Ozempic trend. Caroline Stanbury. Caroline Stanbury, star of Real Housewives of Dubai, recently confessed that she has used Ozempic after gaining weight with IVF treatments. She said she'd gained about 18 pounds, and even though she worked out religiously and had remained active, she just wasn't able to shake it off. On her podcast, she referred to Ozempic as one of the best tools for someone in her situation. She credited it with helping her get back to exactly where I've always been. After she lost the excess weight, she said she stopped using the drug, though she admitted she might use it again if needed. But Caroline also acknowledged the downsides. In an interview, she said that when she took Ozempic, her face changed. She described a gaunt look and said she later opted for cosmetic work to restore fullness to her cheeks. Now let's move to another public figure who shared her own GLP-1 journey, Claudia Oshry. Claudia Oshry, a popular podcast host and personality online, revealed she used a GLP-1 medication like Ozempic to help shed weight. On her podcast, she said that after a few weeks, nausea faded and she started feeling that the drug was the right one for her. She admitted that for the first several months, she didn't change her eating habits much. In other words, she still ate the same as before, but just about half. Claudia says she eventually stopped using the medication after she lost a significant amount of weight. But once she did, hunger returned, and with it, the challenge of maintaining her weight loss. Nowadays, she claims she leads a balanced lifestyle, whereby she incorporates a high-protein diet and a workout regimen to keep the pounds at bay. However, she has also recognized that the drug was only a tool to change her life, not a magic fix. In the meantime, some reality TV stars tried Ozempic, for instance. Lauren Manzo. Former reality TV star Lauren Manzo has also publicly commented that she had used GLP-1 type drugs while trying to lose weight at one point in her life. She described how, before the medication, she had worked out for a year and only lost about 2 kilograms. However, after starting the drug, she reportedly lost about 35 kilograms, 77 lbs over 12 months, far more than with exercise alone. Lauren said the biggest change was that constant cravings and food noise disappeared. Snacks, cravings, they just stopped dominating her day. She also mentioned that weight loss changed how people saw her. She felt more visible, more noticed. But while Lauren focused on using the drug to manage cravings, this next celeb shared a very different perspective. Jade Thirlwall. Jade Thirlwall recently opened up about the constant pressure she feels over her body and how that pressure makes resisting Ozempic a real struggle. She said she wrestles with a daily battle not to use the drug. The decision is even more difficult for Jade, who has struggled with eating disorders in the past. She said she doesn't judge people for taking Ozempic, but for herself, she's concerned about what it will lead to. Even as she attests to being the healthiest now, the ongoing comments about her weight or appearance, especially on social media, continue to feed into the internal debate. But not everyone fighting the Ozempic narrative avoided it on principle. Some gave it a try and faced tough consequences. Stephen Fry. Stephen Fry, not exactly a glamour celeb, but a well-regarded actor and writer, tried Ozempic years ago. At first, it seemed like a breakthrough. He said the initial effect was surprising. He lost appetite, even lost interest in alcohol, and thought, this is going to be brilliant. But then things took a nasty turn. He started to feel increasingly sick and ended up vomiting up to 5 times a day. The side effects became so severe that he simply couldn't continue. He said that once the nausea set in, I started feeling sicker and sicker. I was literally throwing up 4 or 5 times a day, and I thought, I can't do this. For Stephen, what seemed like magic morphed into a cruel reality. And then there are those for whom Ozempic simply did nothing, which brings us to Kandi Burruss. Kandi Burruss revealed she tried Ozempic in 2024, hoping it would help with recent weight gain. Instead, she was disappointed. The drug did not curb her appetite at all, and she didn't lose any weight. She said she saw many people around her losing weight successfully, so when it failed for her, she started wondering what was wrong. Even her doctor admitted to being puzzled. That lack of results took a mental toll. Kandi admitted that seeing others transform while she stayed the same made her feel depressed. She stopped using the drug because it didn't work for her, shifting her focus to diet, exercise, and other weight management efforts. Wow, what a ride. From celebrities seeing shocking results, dealing with tough side effects, or simply resisting the trend, it's clear that Ozempic isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. Remember, behind every headline is a real person with their own struggles and choices. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep exploration into celebrity stories and trends. And let us know in the comments which celebrity story surprised you the most. We'd love to hear your thoughts